Dear friends, very good afternoon. This is Commander Sudhir Kumar at my YouTube channel Pulse Beat of India. On the onset, today I am discussing a topic which is not only hot but controversial, and it is being discussed not only in channels and debates in India but world over. It is Nupur Sharma, the spokesperson of BJP, made a statement against or which was not honoring the Prophet Muhammad. And by virtue of that, the many people from the those are following Islam in India, that they have gone for a very violent agitation in Kanpur, where many people have been arrested, and there were very sharp reaction, not only India but across the world. But on the onset, I would like to say that this sort of a controversy has already been settled. The issue is settled, as Nupur Sharma unconditionally has said extreme. She has already rendered her apology and said that she is sorry for that, and even she has been suspended from the BJP by the party. So it could have not gone that far. But it is also there that before she was suspended by the BJP, there were very sharp reaction in Muslim world, in Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and many other nations, 8 to 10 nations. And they summoned the ambassadors of India and brought to the knowledge of that why it has happened. And a befitting reply has been given by all ambassadors, that what is the thinking of Indian government, what is the part of foreign policy, and it has been replied very amicably that it was one of an incident by one person, and the one single statement by someone. She may be the spokesperson of BJP, but it is not the party line, and it is certainly not what the Indian government is thinking and what is the Indian government policy. And it has been told in a very clear terms to these countries. And after that, they have accepted this explanation of Indian government. But the what bad is? The bad is that there are so many people. Those are the fanatic. Those are radicals, and they take that every statement which is coming out from BJP spokesperson, that could be used, creating a sort of an opportunity to speak against Modi, to speak against India when India is doing so well globally in every parameter. That's why now let's see to it, how it has come out. We must see that why it has come intentionally or unintentionally out of Nupur Sharma. Might be number of times we have to think over it, that Hindu gods have been depicted in cartoons, Hindu gods have been shown naked, Hindu gods and Devis have been shown in a very vulgar postures in literature and social media. And by virtue of that, no one from the minority speaks that why it is being shown like this. And then there are so many people from this community, when they have given such an statement against Modi, against India. We have seen the Tukde Tukde game speaking against India in Jawaharlal Nehru University. We have seen that how the disturbances and agitations took place in Shaheen Bagh, the same way in Aligarh Muslim University. Even one leader in Assam has said that, we are going to separate it out, India from the chicken neck, so that, this entire northeast will be cut from India. The another person makes an statement that give us only 15 days. You withdraw military and you will see that who takes over India. So these kind of statements, those are dividing society. They are radicals, those are using, because entire minority community, and I'll not minority community, the maximum Muslims, those are staying in India. Near nearly entire population is peace loving. They love India, they are the part of India, and they understand the secular fabric of India is not only now, it is from centuries old tradition and culture of India, which was secular, and all were part of all religions, and very harmoniously they have lived in India. India has always been for peace and for the free religion practice for every faith and every religion. And Rashtra Dharma of India or Bharata had been that all religions, all faiths are equal. So now the problem is that Narendra Modi is making progress for India. Every Indian is liking. The opposition leaders, those have used the politics of appeasement for so long and they remain in power. They are misleading this Muslim population again, and they want to use every opportunity against Narendra Modi, being haters, and so is the media, leftist. All these leftists nowadays, all leftist Vichardhara, they don't have even a single member of parliament. But still, this leftist social media and support is still existing, and that's where they have written wrong history of India, and again they are very keen to divide society so that they come into relevance, but they know they will not come in relevance. Not even a single parliament member is there from Communist Party, from any, and they are ruling only Kerala state, and I am sure even the Kerala state will go out of their hand shortly, because no one likes them and no one likes their philosophy, what they have written in history in India, praising the Mughal empire, or rather invaders. All these invaders, whether it's Aurangzeb, Babur, or Suri, or any other, those invaded India, they were all butchers. They were all very uh, they wanted to kill maximum Hindus. They wanted to destroy temples. It is a fact, and if India is writing history so that our future generation knows about it, what is so great about it not to accept? And it is also a fact that many temples were destroyed by Aurangzeb and by other rulers. Even in Nalanda University was destroyed by one of the invaders. And our all granths, all documents, all these uh, handwritten Pandulupis have been were destroyed in Nalanda. So the thing is that all of a sudden, when Nupur Sharma came out with a statement against them, that they have forgotten that what they have spoken right from 2014 till now against India, against Hindu religion, against the Lord Rama, against the faith, against Sanatan Dharma, and these all are forgotten. Now, what happens, as I said, the secular Muslims know about it, but it is only the radicals, and these radicals are supported by these opposition parties or by certain people who wants to destabilize India, who wants to spread this politics of hate in India, and they want to, at least they want to keep themselves into relevance. That's what. It was not a very big issue. Nupur Sharma was sacked or suspended by BJP, and the reply was given to the all these countries, those have summoned the ambassadors of India. But now you will see that all these opposition leaders, even the main opposition parties and all people around him and the social media and the leftist and Lutein media, or you can so-called intellectuals lobby or pseudo intellectuals, they started saying that India has lost relevance globally. India is not going to dictate terms to these countries. Those have summoned the ambassador. India has spoiled the relations. Indian name is going down globally. Modi image is no more rosy in the world. All these statements they are making because they got an issue of that Nupur Sharma. But this issue was not that big, as I explained that why she might have given this statement, what was in her back of mind, but still she has apologized, she has rendered unconditional apologies, and it was well accepted by Muslims at large in India. And it's only the radical they are having problems, and they had gone to that level in Kanpur that day. The Prime Minister was there, the President was there in Kanpur, Governor of UP was there, Chief Minister of UP was there, and many functionaries were there. And they wanted to show, yes, we can carry out such a violent agitation in Kanpur using different kind of weapons, showing weapons, and then stone throwing over there on police, and burning vehicles and things like these kind of things cannot be accepted by India. India is no more a soft state. We love peace. We have never invaded any country. We are a secular country. It is in our fabric that over centuries old civilization never divides. All the schemes of India are very inclusive. The free ration or construction of toilet or distribution of gas or making houses for the poor, any government scheme which is in the villages, it is for all. It is nowhere says it is for Hindus or it is for Christian or this is for Sikhs or this is for Muslim. It is for everyone, for every poor of every section of society, and equally distribution equity. And the government respect the constitution, and India is run now by the constitution. But if anyone thinks that India is soft, India will not go very strongly against the agitation. India will not go against anti-nationals. India will not go who wants to divide society and India. India will not go against terrorists. They have forgotten now. India has changed, and India is certainly going to curb all these such kind of an agitations, this kind of an the radical thinking. Any organization or any community which indulges in this kind of the definitely very strict action. Now, my dear friend, I would like to share one more thing. Like oppositions and their think tank or many others who always speaks, as I said, pseudo intellectuals, Lutein media, and all these, those are in favor of Pakistan or China, and they are basically Modi haters. They just look for an opportunity and they blow it out of proportion, and then they want to attract the entire world media. Let me tell you one thing. Even if they make this kind of a statement that India is dependent upon Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE for the import of oil, and near about 50% oil, diesel and petrol is coming from there, other oil products are coming though. And people say that there's so many Indian, those are staying over there, they're earning currency and sending to India, so India is earning out of it. Let me say, it is 50-50. India believes in mutual respect to all countries, and so is Modi foreign policy had been, and it has been respected by Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran, Iraq, and Kuwait, Qatar, or all these Muslim countries also. And with that, even Saudi Arabia gave air passes to Modi ji when he was going to Israel. So it has gone to that level. He has been decorated, he has been awarded with the highest award of these nations. Then, why these people are talking about this? Let me say that today India is dependent on oil, but India has already started making a sort of a green fuel in India. And now, even 6 months before time, we have already blended 10% ethanol into the petrol. Tomorrow, we are going to achieve 20%. Maybe then, in a shortest possible time, 30%, 40%, 50%. And secondly, we are coming into the green hydrogen and very heavy expansion of CNG, bio CNG, LNG buses, and then the biofuel are also going to be used, and then the hydrogen is also on the anvil. India is going very fast. So it is not that what time scale India is going to have where we are going to stop the entire import of fossil fuels. And I am sure with this talk of mine, I will request Indian government to take it seriously that whatever the projections we are having for the for reducing the component of fossil fuels import from abroad, we have to look into it. And same way, the generators manufacturers, they have to look into it how they can convert less dependent on diesel. And similarly, like in train, in railways, we are already taking off all the wagons, and then electrification is one of the things. So we have to reduce our import of fossil fuels at a very large scales. So that what happens, India is not having dependence on other countries. That is the one lesson which we can learn from this. But once again, one person statement, though she has rendered the apology and said sorry for her statement, but still the one person statement sometime does not say that it is the BJP policy or it is the government policy. Certainly not. But now Indian government has to take action against those who give such kind of an statement. We have to have a very strict measure that why they blow such small issues out of proportion, and it means they want to hurt the sentiments of Indians here and outside. They want to destabilize India, they want to divide society, and they want to lower the image of India was had been brought up by Modi ji in last 8 years. So I am sure the Indians across the world will keep it in mind that this issue is not that which was any country is having a change in policy towards India. Someone said that spreading rumors that the Indian items were taken out of shelf in some of the stores or in shopping malls over there. Let me say, the way India is dependent on these countries are equally dependent on India. And I am sure that this sort of an wisdom is understood by one and all globally. And if India changes import policy for the fossil fuels, I am sure that who is going to be hurt and whose business is going to be down. These are the equations globally. And globally, nowadays, all the nations are going with the mutual respect, want to improve bilateral relations so that, in changing global world order, where one side we have already fought a combined war against pandemic, where India was helpful to so many countries by supplying vaccine, supplying drugs, those were needing, and then rendering the cooperation for the global fight against pandemic. Same way India is fighting from the front the fight against climate change. With that, I would like to say, I would like to appeal everyone that please don't blow such kind of an small issues out of proportion, be in limits, and secondly, my warning to Modi haters that you can do this kind of things, but you don't feel that you should be allowed forever. You can have dissent, you can go against the policies of the government and you discuss in parliament, outside the parliament, you debate. But you can't hurt the sentiments of India, you can't hurt the policies of India, you can't hurt the sentiments of other community or even the majority of India, and we have to be together happily as we are, and we have to be careful that who are the peoples who want to divide the society by such kind of an statements. And there are many FIRs are being now lodged against such peoples those give hate statement and hate speeches, and the government will no more tolerate such kind of things. With that, I think I have given enough on this particular subject, and with that, if anything more, that I'll be coming up subsequently. Thank you very much.